Almost
Greg
as long as
Cantor in
Kimmel.
the house. You're in the house. It's great to see you. We're going to invite you to join us via Zoom. If you do, you may become Sports Office famous. Come here.
What? Why?
This is P. Dot, who last Friday night with Woody predicted this score: Lions 38, Ravens 24.
Wow.
He was pretty close. He was 6 points
That's
off.
almost Damas-like.
And it was a garbage touchdown.
That
That's
would make
almost
Wojo
Wojo
jealous.
Damas. Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk some Tigers. We're going to talk some Lions, obviously. I may even clip the Red Wings since they got a preseason game tonight,
What?
which is interesting.
They
Yeah,
do?
man. Hockey's back.
Am I going to cover that?
And you're right here with us. Birchie's in the house. What do you say, kid? What's
up?
going on?
I'm in my house, and if you guys keep having me on this show, it's going to be canceled eventually. I'm just letting you know that ahead of time. I'll take care of that.
We're flying close to the sun, man. We're listen, anything goes on this show. Hey, Birchie.
Anything.
What are you watching? Obviously, the final score. What are you watching in the Tigers game tonight? What sign of life would you like to see from this baseball team that we haven't seen for the last week and a half?
Some clutch at bats. some hits in key spots. They didn't have much trouble in that weekend series against the Braves putting runners on base and giving themselves opportunities to score. But when those opportunities arose, they just melted down. They expanded the zone. They didn't look professional. They often looked overwhelmed. They looked like a team that was feeling the weight of this growing collapse. And so if and when they're in those spots tonight, you would like to see those hitters summon some fortitude and summon some poise to get those runs across home plate.
I know we talked about it on the works on Sunday night. You and Bob and I did. 42 runners they stranded in that 6-game homestand. That's just unacceptable. I mean, that they don't even do that at the AAA level. I mean, it has been so uncharacteristically cold with their bats. They don't deserve to be in the postseason.
Well, they say hitting is contagious, so perhaps not hitting is contagious as well, because it goes to your point that maybe you're trying to get, a 3-run home run every time you step up there when it's just do what you've done all year long, and that's probably the most disappointing thing for this team.
Yeah, and the fact that, their best or at least their most impactful hitter for most of the year has been ice cold for the better part of a month in Riley Green. I know he had a couple of hits on Sunday, and maybe that could spark him into the final week. But, man, these are the moments and these are the games when your stars have to shine. And I know, Hammer, we touched on this also on Sunday night, but when you look at the Tigers' 4 all-star position players since the all-star game in Riley Green, Javi Baez, Zach McKinstry, and Glaber,
yeah,
the numbers have fallen off. They've been shells of themselves. But Green especially is the most prolific bat in this lineup, and he's going to have a couple big swings this week, I think, to propel this team into the playoffs.
Hey, by the way, you can join us on the Zoom by right there. Just click on that QR code. You can join us on the Zoom. We'll bring you on a little bit later. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hammer threw out a question about the Lions, which we'll get to in a second. Was that the best regular season win ever for a Dan Campbell team? Birchie, we'll get to that in a second. Let me kind of wrap up this Tigers thing with Tarek Skubal on the mound. I mean, it's not over if they lose tonight, but does this feel like kind of do or die if you don't get a win with your ace on the mound? Because you wake up tomorrow morning tied, that's a problem. It's not a tie.
Right. Yeah, you'd actually wake up in second place. I would say it's do or die if he wasn't also slated to start Sunday if they need him. That feels like it might be the do or die start in Boston against a Red Sox team that they might be fighting for in the final AL wildcard race. So, I don't want to say they can afford a loss tonight. No one wants to hear that with Skubal on the mound, but you do have the safety net of knowing that he is scheduled to go one more time this season.
And but they lose the tie break if they lose tonight.
Yes.
As well. So then you're
and it should be pointed out, if it gets to the point where they're just a wild card team and Skubal locks that down on Sunday, he won't be pitching in the wild card series, which is a problem in and of itself that I guess we'll attack when we get there. Hey, let me ask you, Lions last night. I mean, look, that was something else. I mean, I don't know what we expected going into Baltimore, but you knew it was going to be two heavyweights slugging it out, two teams that have Super Bowl possibilities and Super Bowl dreams. And juxtaposed to the way they got trucked the last time they were there, which is not a fair comparison because it's not really what a Dan Campbell team has done. That was impressive in every way last night.
Yeah, I mean, P-Dot called it. We should have just listened to him.
Boom, 38-24, P-Dot in the house.
Unbelievable.
And it pretty much
And
was
he's in the waiting room ready to
38-24.
talk in a little
We'll get
bit.
to P-Dot coming up.
Yeah, I think Hammer raises a very legitimate question, as to whether this is the best win of the Dan Campbell era. And obviously the season opener in 2023 in KC comes to mind. Last year, the finale against Minnesota comes to mind. The finale in 2022 in Green Bay comes to mind. And then maybe last year at home against Green Bay with all of those defensive deficiencies. They had Canner playing safety that game, and they still found a way to win. But yeah, I there he is. Hey, he's got pretty good range. You'd be
Sure-handed. Sure-handed.
But no, to go into a cauldron last night with still a relatively unproven offensive line and to run the ball the way they did, to ram it down the Ravens' throats for 224 yards
So
on the
beautiful.
ground, which is the second most in regulation the Ravens have allowed in John Harbaugh's 18 years as head coach, speaks to how dominant the Lions played last night. I would rank it one of the three best wins for sure of the Dan Campbell era.
Well, and I think also too, like, impressive. I don't know about best, because certainly when they beat Minnesota in here and they won the division, I mean, that was a huge, huge win for them. But I also liked, Birchie, that tweet that you sent out today from Goff on, I guess he was on with Gator and Karsh, when he said, I think back 2 weeks ago, the sky was falling. I won't forget about that. Everyone that thought we were done will remember that for the rest of the year and use it as motivation, calling it one of his favorites since he's been a Lion. And for Jared Goff to say all that, I mean, that's just a little peek behind the curtain about where he is mentally. I mean, if there was any doubt or question about the chip on his shoulder, I mean, he just laid it all out today.
Yeah, I mean, they have receipt collectors in Allen Park.
Yeah.
No doubt.
They do.
I think we've caught on to that now for a couple of years. And Jared hears what he hears, however he hears it, whether it's having friends text him what national pundits are saying or being asked about it by local media. And he was well aware that people were doubting the Lions after week one. All of the fears that we all shared came to life in pretty stark and concerning fashion in Green Bay. And the Lions have done nothing but quell all of those anxieties ever since. I thought last night was just such a stamp on everything that they stated against Chicago. And you know what? Like, let me just say for Jared, he can interpret all of this any way he pleases. And we're all human. We all like to think that we can block out negativity, but inevitably we all file some of it away too, because it does become motivating. It does become fuel. And Dan Campbell is the exact same way. If you give those guys fuel, they will happily accept it. And the NFL might have recreated a monster here in Detroit.
Well, and listen, I mean, Alex Anzalone said to me before the first game, people are doubting. So that's probably a good thing because it makes them less comfortable and it gives them something to wrap their arms around. Guys love to be doubted. And this team, you said it, they collect receipts. Talked to Derek Barnes after the game last night. Here's what he had to say about the win and what it might show.
It's just so funny. Week one, everybody was like, oh, the Lions is not who they used to be. We don't listen to the outside noise, man. We go to work no matter the outcome, win or lose. We go back to the drawing board and prepare for the next game. That's what we did. You know, they have incredible defense, incredible offense, a lot of weapons over there. The high most respect for Lamar and Derrick Henry and all those guys over there. They do a wonderful job. And when you prepare the right way, I mean, that's the outcome you get.
I don't think these guys are going to let that chip go. I don't. Because right now, here's what's going to happen around the country, and it's already happening. All the power rankings are going to come out, and the Lions are going to shoot right up near the top now for all these teams that had them 9, or people that had them 9, 10, 11, 12. Now they're going to be top 3 or 4. And I think Dan Campbell's going to keep telling this team, hey, they forgot who we are because they love that.
It's amazing how frequently we've heard in the Lions locker room this year, in one breath, we don't listen to the outside noise. In the next breath, let me cite the outside noise and how satisfying it is to shut it up. And again, that's their right. I think they take after Dan Campbell in that way. I think they take after Jared Goff in that way. And whatever fuels you, man, whatever fuels you is fair game.
Hey, maybe even Brad Holmes as well. It could even start up there. And what's interesting, too.
Brad Holmes has a pocket full of
he's
receipts.
got a pocket full. And what's interesting, too, is that today, the one thing that Campbell made sure he did was, that was great, but we've got a Cleveland team now that held Green Bay to 10 points that we got to prepare for because that defense is good.
Yeah, and that Cleveland defense played really well against the Ravens the week prior, even though they allowed 41 points. They had them on the ropes for most of that game. So another big test in week 4. And you got to love the way this offensive line is beginning to look a lot like the one we came to know the past 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what was cool? And along the lines of Brad Holmes and collecting receipts, if you watch Dan Campbell, when he announces Al-Quadin Mohammed for a game ball, look at Holmes behind him.
He was.
Look at Holmes behind him, how fired up he is, because all he has heard about, edge, 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 edge. And that guy that he put in at edge last night.
He was on the couch here on the sports office last year.
Huge.
Just waiting.
Huge, Came up, he was on his couch, that's exactly right. Came up huge, 2.5 sacks. Now, I had a chance to talk to him after the game, and man, he just smiled when I asked him about doing that on Monday Night Football. That meant the world to him.
It was so cool.
Yeah, dude, he is a powerful, violent pass rusher. When you watch him just thrust his head into offensive tackles' chests, he can really drive them back. And, I mean, I think the question now to ask, Dan, is if they can just add an edge rusher opposite Muhammad, maybe this defense has a chance. Maybe
they'll get 9 sacks.
Did I hear last night that there were some people questioning Aiden on Twitter?
Oh,
I saw that last night. I didn't see it till
insane.
after the game, but I saw it. And then he comes in with a sack, comes in with a punch out on Derrick Henry. I mean, okay, relax. 97's going to be fine.
Yeah, and 97 has a way of breaking through at opportune times. And he also has been a streaky pass rusher in seasons past. He tends to pick up his big plays in bunches. And obviously last night he struck when the Lions needed him most. The Ravens took the field twice late in the fourth quarter with a chance to either take the lead or tie that game. And on the first play of each drive, Hutch had the forced fumble, which sent off a Derrick Henry temper tantrum, the likes of which I have never seen from even my 2-year-old William back here in the bathtub. And then on the first play of the next drive, obviously beats the tackle with an inside move and sacks Lamar Jackson. So Hutch is clutch, and he was clutch again last night.
And it's almost like people shredding the DBs, saying like that Terrion Arnold was terrible, they were awful. I mean, the first half, not great, but then in the second half, obviously they had to hold coverage so they could get home and get 7 sacks. They don't just, the D-line doesn't create that without coverage.
I don't know how the kids do it, but I think that Derrick Henry's going to become a meme like, hey, look, it's Wojo getting out of the gym chair at 3 a.m. and falling right back into it.
Yeah, that's me after about 10 or 12 beers.
Birchie, good
14.
stuff, man. We appreciate you. We will talk here soon. We got a short week getting ready for the pregame show back at Ford Field on Sunday morning.
Can't wait.
All right, brother. Thank you. We appreciate it. Hey, we're going to come back. We're going to get to some of your Zoom calls. By the way, how do you join us? You may say, well, Dan, how do I get on the show? How does my face end up right there on that screen? I'm going to tell you. Look at that. I got it now. It's right there. All you got to do is click that QR code. You will end up in the Zoom room over here where Tom is. Tom is looking at the people in the Zoom room right there, and we're going to get to them coming up in just a moment. I know P-Dot is there. We got to give him his props for this. 38-24. He was 6 points off. He had the Lions winning by 14. They were up by 14 late. So we'll talk about that. We'll come right back. Rest of the sports office after this. All right, here we go. Back on the Sports Office. Time for your Zoom calls. You can join us by hitting that QR code on your screen. That'll put you to the Zoom room, and we'll throw you up. P-Dot, my man, welcome back. Look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrating with that Ndamukong Suh jersey on.
Is that a Cuban?
How did you come up with 38-24? Because you were close, and we thought about you right away.
It was 28-24 until the last 1 minute they had left. I knew it was going to be a close game, but see, that's what I be talking about. They got comfortable at the end. There ain't no getting comfortable at the end. Do it like it's supposed to be done. I was hoping they would score more.
Well, I pretty much called dagger after they scored to go up 14. Then I was a little worried about it. I had to dial it back for a second and just say, okay, got to field this onside kick, and then things are going to be okay. What did you see in this team that you believed they were going to go into Baltimore and put up a win like that?
They had to play just like they played when they played Chicago. They had to come out strong. Mm-hmm. And what surprised me is the long drive.
2 of them.
I didn't expect them to do the
98
long drive.
and 96. Drive almost 11 minutes long, that drive. 98 yards, which was just insane. Hey, you got a pick for Sunday against the Browns?
The Browns, they should slam them. They should slam them.
Give me some numbers.
Slam them.
Give me some numbers.
Let them get 42-6.
Oh my goodness! Wow! Oh my goodness!
Did you see what the Browns defense did to the Packers? P-Dot.
Party in Detroit.
Held them to 10.
Yeah.
Held them to 10. I think maybe 31. 31-17.
Hey, I'm not going against
Hey, P-Dot, good job, man. We appreciate you. Great call on that game. We'll check back in with you. Hit us up again.
All right.
Thank you. P-Dot joining us right there. We got somebody else, Tom? If you're in the room, by the way, turn on your cameras. We can't come to you unless you turn on your cameras. Who we got? Clarence, what's up? Oh.
Turn your mic on.
Clearance and Clarence. We got Clarence. Who we got in there?
His mic is off.
Go ahead, turn on your mic.
Oh, we lost him.
We lost you. There you go. All right.
Oh, we go.
Are they back?
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. We got you back. What's going on? Who we got there?
Nothing much.
Who's Clarence?
Clarence and Granddad.
Oh, Granddad, it's great to have you both on the show, man. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you for having me.
What'd you think about the Lions game last night?
It was pretty good, actually. I can't lie about it. I loved it.
All right. What was your favorite part of that? What impressed you the most about that game?
I definitely got to say the pass at the end with
to Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra.
4th and 2?
Yeah, that
I
was
definitely
great.
loved that.
Yeah, I
the
think
defense was awesome.
Troy Aikman called that onions.
Yeah.
Big onions
Right.
from the head coach.
From the head coach.
Yeah, the defense was lovely.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome.
And you're going to be seeing that for a while in Detroit. I think that's the thing that is so exciting is the players they have, how long they'll be here, the coach they have. And as much as people thought, like you said, after that Green Bay game, that things were changing, nothing's changing. If anything, they've got more resolve and are more determined and probably have a deeper roster to do it.
Yeah.
And how long do you think Granddad's been waiting to see a team like this? And a win like that.
Granddad's been waiting for a while to see a Lions team roll like this.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I know. I think I will tell people, and I say it all the time, the best part of this success is that people like you, like your granddad, can enjoy it because they took a lot of gut punches for a lot of years.
Oh, yeah.
So to see these fans be able to embrace this team and get something back has been the best part of all this success by far.
Yeah, and especially watch them show up on the road, and they keep on doing it. I mean, you could hear them right on the broadcast last night. It was insane when a big play would come for the Lions. They would just go nuts, and you could hear it all.
Good stuff. Clarence, thanks for joining the show, man. Hit us back sometime.
Thank you for having us. Absolutely.
Thanks, Clarence.
Good stuff.
That was
Tigers,
so
by the way,
cute.
leading
I love
Cleveland
that.
1-0. We'll have highlights later tonight on Fox News at 10 and The Edge at 11.
All right.
We'll see if they can hold that thing up.
They need to. They've got to do something this week, and they've got to do something more than just get by.
You wake up tomorrow morning up 2 games, you feel a lot better about life, and you're probably a lot looser if you can go out there and play tomorrow. But you need to close this thing out tonight. We will see what happens.
Scooble just got a very
Scooble's
nice
doing
call.
what he does through 3 innings. This is what they're counting on. They need him to shut them down and and then they need the bats to show up a little bit and start making some plays. As you said, clutch hits, runners on base. Start making the plays that they made that got them the best record in baseball for a while.
And I also just so desperately want A.J. Hinch to be able to get a good long outing out of his starters this week and then not have to turn to Tommy Kahnle or guys that have really kind of fallen apart here down the stretch at times for them. I mean, the bullpen used to be so good, and we've seen some real issues with Will Vest and guys like that lately, and they've just got to find a way to make it work without stressing their staff at the
And it might just take one or two. Like if they can get a win or two and all of a sudden start feeling good about themselves again, it's baseball. It's weird. The American League is not that impressive overall. There's no amazing team.
A lot of injuries around.
Never know what can happen when they get in.
And if you could just, like you said, if you can just get to the point where you win a couple and then you can exhale for a moment. It's the final week of the season. A win tonight would obviously give you a little bit of a cushion to feel much better. All right, going to take a break. Come right back in just a moment. You got a thought? Hit us up on the Zoom right there. Thank you very much. Hit that QR code. Join the show. We'd love to see you on the other side. Final segment of the Sports Office right after this. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Sports Office here. We're going to go to our guy Ronnie, who's in the Zoom room. Ronnie, hit us up, man. What's going on? There he is. Okay, Ronnie, what's going on in there?
I predicted yesterday game 28-24. I'm like, oh my God, 28-24.
Pretty good.
You were close. You were close.
Like, okay, they scored again, but the Lions scored again.
Well, you know what? If they score again,
prediction yesterday.
Yeah, more cherries for me. Just keep it going.
I got a quick question for you, Ronnie. Which team do you have more faith in, the Tigers right now or the Lions?
I'm sorry, the Lions.
That's okay. Don't be sorry. I think there's a lot of people in Detroit that would agree with you.
Somebody in the back. Hey, good stuff, man. Appreciate the call. Thank you very much. Tomorrow night we'll have more Zooms. If you did not get in the show tonight, by all means, hit us up tomorrow. Guys, we're just going to kind of kick back here and watch the Tigers and see if they can close this thing out. They got an early lead, 1-0. We'll see whether or not they can finish, but
they got to take 2 out of 3 for sure here and in Boston.
Well, it would be good to win
much on the
tonight
line.
and not have a situation where you're tied for the lead, which is not really tied because you lose the tiebreaker.
Absolutely.
And I don't want Scooble to, leave this game and them up 1-0 and have to rely a couple.
No,
innings
it's
on
like
the
Hammer
bullpen.
said. You don't want to
need
hand that
more
ball to the
runs.
bullpen.
Yeah,
Try to
more runs.
Take it the whole way if you can.
Come on,
all right,
Riley Green.
That's going to do it. Thank you for joining us tonight on this edition of the Sports Office. We'll be back tomorrow night.
And you'll
we'll
be back
have
on the air
Tigers
at
to
10
recap.
tonight.
We'll be back on the air at 10 tonight. We'll have the Tiger highlights, 11 o'clock, Tiger highlights, Tiger reaction.
And my story
all of
from
that.
Allen Park today from
Story
Dan
from
Campbell.
Allen Park. There you go.
Also,
He was impressed, too.
Was impressed
Good
by
night,
the Lions.
everybody.
And that's a Commanders fan.